Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is another video in the series of how to deal with narcissistic people, rules to deal with narcissistic people. And this video is about defending yourself by not defending yourself. When it comes to narcissistic people, they are not rational people and they are not reasonable people. However, they are going to draw you into non-productive arguments to force you into communicating with them in a way that they can make out that you're the one being irrational and you're the one that's being unreasonable. Basically, because the narcissist didn't get their own way, they want to twist responsibility away from themselves and project it straight over to you. And one way they do this is by getting you to repeatedly defend yourself to them. There's no wrong with defending yourself once, explaining to them once. And if they do not see it, that is on them. It's not up to you to carry on with a conversation that they are unable or unwilling to understand because it's not going their way. They're just drawing you back into the conversation to keep communication open with you, to feel better about themselves or to get their own way. We're human. It's human nature to fall into the trap, to explain our thoughts, our feelings, our opinions, our reasons, to justify ourselves. Human nature. However, when explaining our thoughts, feelings and opinions to narcissistic people, they are going to twist it in a way that we end up feeling frustrated, irritated, ignored, angry and confused. So why shouldn't you defend yourself to narcissistic people? Narcissists have a remarkable ability to draw you into non-productive arguments. Productive for them because they're going to frustrate you, they're going to blame you, they're going to shame you, they're going to guilt trip you, they're going to do all they can to get their own way with you. However, for you, it's not going to be a conversation where you're going to be able to find that mutual understanding, that compromise. It's going to be a conversation where either the narcissist gets what they want or you're going to be left with lots of feelings and emotions to process and overcome. And when defending yourself to narcissistic people, if it's not what they want to hear, they're not listening to you anyway. They're only listening to what they can further use against you to keep drawing you back into the conversation with them so that they can find a way to punish you. The more you defend yourself to them, the more information that you're giving them on a plate, the more information you're serving them for them to pick and choose what they would like to use to get back at you. You do not need to defend yourself to those unable or unwilling to listen to you. Narcissists seek admiration. Narcissistic people tend to be some of the most self-entitled people you could ever meet, and they are extremely envious of others, and they tend to lack the empathy to care for how their behaviour hurts others. Therefore, they believe that their needs should be met. Their sense of entitlement. They are more than willing to exploit people to get their needs met, and they lack the empathy to care for how their exploitation of others affects others. They also seek admiration. So if they're not getting things their own way, they're going to go all out to provoke you, to keep that communication open with you so that they can feel a sense of importance within themselves. If they've not got what they want from you, they're going to go all out to get you going, to wind you up, to frustrate you, to gain that reaction from you, to get you in your defensive mode. They are going to become some of the most offensive people you could ever meet to get you to defend yourself to them. And then as soon as you defend yourself to them, they're going to keep you going and keep you going until you snap. And then they're going to stand back and say, you're crazy. What's your problem? What's wrong with you? Because that then makes them feel better about themselves not getting their own way. Narcissists aren't interested in communication or compromise. They're interested in control. When communicating with a narcissist that's not getting their sense of entitlement, we get drawn into discussions, debates, conversations, arguments with them that we are completely unaware of. We get drawn into the conflict, the drama, the chaos that the narcissist is creating because the narcissist themselves is feeling bad that they didn't get their own way. And then we are the ones that's left feeling frustrated, guilty, irritated, confused and angry because we took part in the argument with them. You do not have to take part in every argument you're invited to. It's very difficult to step away. However, recognizing what they are doing, why they are doing it, helps you to walk away. Narcissists want their own way. If they're not getting their own way, they're going to provoke you into that non-productive conversation with them. If they're still not getting their own way, they're going to twist it any way they can to bring out a side within you that you don't like so that they can feel better about themselves, so that they can make you feel like you're the one that's been awkward, stubborn, selfish, unreasonable, irrational. So the narcissist doesn't have to deal with those feelings within themselves. They are projecting themselves over to you by getting you to defend yourself to them, because usually you're not willing to do what they're expecting of you. And you are allowed your values, you're allowed your feelings, you're allowed your opinions, you're allowed to create boundaries. A narcissist wants to make you feel like you're not allowed to do these things so that they can take control over you. Nothing you say or do is going to change the mind of a narcissist or change the opinion of a narcissist. We can fall into the trap of explaining ourselves in so many different ways to them, picking our moments to choose to explain ourselves to them, to defend ourselves to them. However, if it's not going the narcissist way, they are not interested in your way. They're only interested in getting you going until they can get their own way. You are literally wasting your breath trying to defend yourself to a narcissist, because they've usually set the conversation to get you to defend yourself in a way that serves themselves. Narcissists only hear what they want to hear, and if they're not hearing what they want, they're going to provoke you in a way that they get the reaction that they need from you to play your reaction against you. The best way to deal with a narcissistic person when they are being incredibly offensive, when they are accusing you of things that you haven't done, when they are unjustly accusing you, the best way to defend yourself is to simply not defend yourself. Retreat, rethink the situation in its entirety. What didn't they get? What is it that they're wanting from you? What insecurity has been triggered with them? You're allowed to have compassion for them. You're allowed to recognise, oh, that insecurity has been triggered. However, that's on them to deal with. It's not up to me to point it out to them. It's not up to me to make them feel better. That is on them. By me carrying on defending myself to them, they are moving themselves and myself further away from the truth, and they are removing themselves further away from the blame. They are removing themselves further away from taking responsibility for their behaviour. So I will explain once, and if they do not want to listen to that explanation, that is on them. I'm not going to continue down this line of communication where I'm the one that's left feeling bad because they're unable or unwilling to communicate with me. So retreat, rethink, only respond if you need to do so, and only respond once. Because people have different perceptions, because people have different opinions, different beliefs, with genuine people who might not see your point of view, or you might not be able to see their point of view, this is when we explain ourselves in different ways to gain a mutual understanding of each other, which works great with those who are willing to communicate. We can see their perspective, they can see ours, we can agree to disagree, or that light bulb moment might hit where we think, yes, I get it now, or they might think, yes, I get it now. This is not going to happen with narcissistic people. They are simply not interested in seeing your point of view. They are only interested in their own. So one rule to deal with a narcissistic person is defend yourself by not defending yourself to them, by breaking that communication with them so that they can't wind you up, so that they can't get you going, so that they can't provoke feelings and behaviours within you that you don't want. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. If you are looking for further information and understanding and help in overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support with the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, then please do subscribe. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.